Okay, Taurus. Well, we have a major arcana card. Then we have a rod card or a wand and a pentacle. So let's see what's up for you. I kind of like these cards. I kind of like the story they're telling. All right. So, the first card is the Ten of Wands. Yeah, you've been working hard. Taurus, you've been putting in some. What have you been doing? And I'm just playing with you on that. This to me represents the beginning of July or possibly the end of June, whatever has been going on, because he has these 10 wands and they're huge. It's almost like they overtake him, but he's on a mission. He's taking his life experience, his skills, his abilities, his talents it feels like, what I'm hearing is to the promised land, to you, meaning possibly new ways of making money, a new organization, a new job, something that will enhance your growth. All right. And I'm saying that because the Magician comes up next, and the Magician is number 1 in the major arcana. The first card, as you know, is 0, and it's the Fool, and the Fool normally indicates, the artwork indicates, a boy traveling along with his knapsack, and he's just carefree. He has no idea what he's going to experience in life, but he travels along this journey. Well, the Magician said, okay, now it's time to put into place what I learned on that journey. So he has the elements of life. He has his pentacle, his money. He has the sword. He has the cup. And he has the wand. This could also be the wand. It makes sort of marks an X. But he wants to create his destiny. He wants to create his foundation, his future. And I say he, she. These cards are not gender specific. And in doing so, yeah, you all have really put in some time, some effort, you've seen challenges, you've seen the ups and downs of life, but you know what? You've kept on keeping on. As they used to say, keep on trucking. And you guys have kept on trucking and kept on going. And it's showing up in these cards big time. And again, this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. If these don't resonate with you, watch your moon and rising as well. Not all of you were born on the same day. Not all of you were born the same hour, the same minute, the same second. And even if you were, you have different names, which talks about, for me with numerology, it talks about past lives. So no individual, different DNA, no individual is just alike. But it feels to me like a lot of you are excited about your foundation. You're controlling your destiny, which I don't mean that you're a control freak. I mean that you feel in control of it. For a lot of you, it feels like you have the horse by the reins, and you have a specific goal, or maybe it's more than one goal. Maybe it's a lifestyle that you want to live, and you're feeling excited about that. Because with these cards, the way they face, this guy is moving into the Magician. He's taking his 10 wands, all of his experience, so that he can go up to the top of the mountain. He can be within the elements of the earth. He can create magic. He can point his wand to the universe, to the sky, to the angels, to whoever he gets his guidance from. And see, he's cloaked. So he's sort of in a spiritual, sort of a ritual-wise mode. He's around these buildings. He's almost looks sort of, I don't know, possibly Roman, or, whatever you... I don't know. It just feels like there's a old world feeling to it. And then here's the figure 8, or the infinity sign. So really, he's saying, infinity and beyond, is sort of what I'm getting. Bring it to me. Show me the money. Show me the money, because I tell you what, the third card is the money has been shown. This is the 10 of Pentacles. So you guys, you got the 10 of Rods and the 10 of Pentacles. These are the last cards of these two suits, or of any suit. There's the Pentacles, Wands, Cups, and Swords. So 10 meaning final, finality. You've achieved, you've done it. You've reached the top of the mountain. This card talks about, this can be like you have all of you need, all of what you need. You have your money. See how these two almost sword or wands cross, and hanging down from them are like sheaths of the pentacles. You're protected. It feels like you're protected, Taurus. Some of you guys are, it could be a couple things. Either the universe is protecting you, knowing that what you need, you shall get. So ask for it. Always around the new moon. Always around the new moon. And that will come up around July, 22nd, 23rd, or 24th. And this is the third card. So pay attention to the new moon time and what your intentions and what you're asking for. Okay. The other thing this might be saying is inheritance or money within the family tree, prominence within the family tree, or within the current family. Doesn't just have to be the past. You want to talk about past lives? Like I said, I do those types of readings, and they're very interesting because what I do is I pull cards from the past, I pull cards for the present, and then I pull a bridge card to see how things have transpired for you. How the past has affected your future, and how you can benefit from that. Okay, so this is very much generational money. It could be inheritance. It could be several generations living under one roof. But I feel like no matter what, there's ample enough, sorry about that, there's ample enough property, room, space in your home. If there's not, then you'll find space for possibly another person to come in, whether that's a parent, a grandparent, or a new child. This is feeling good about your health, very good about your health. So if any of you all have had health problems, shoulder injuries, I don't know why that just came up, but it did, head injuries, vision problems. For me, for you guys, it's from the neck or the shoulders up. Interesting. Maybe someone out there with a little bit of right hip problem. If it's lower back or hip, pay attention to that first chakra. That's about knowing that we are safe and secure, knowing that we do have enough money. And the color stone for that would be black or red. I use black for grounding, or go outside and talk to the trees and really be among nature. You guys are an earth sign, so it's important to you. All right, but this feels really good. I love the story that this spread unfolds. With this Magician card, it could be you're creating a future for your family. You're creating the dynasty. See what I'm saying? You could be socking money into investments. You could be, again, purchasing property for a house that you will live in, that generations after you will live in. Many different scenarios. Put in the comments below what you get from that. Okay, this card comes up. Page of Swords. All right, I haven't seen this young dude too much on the readings. This is about my fifth one. And the Page of Swords he's a guy or a girl. These cards are not gender specific. But this is someone who's ready to cut through the BS. They're ready to find the answers. It's a new way of doing it though. So some type of idea, suggestion to you that's new. The page indicates air sign, so it may be an air sign, it may be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, sun, moon, or rising. So if this is like a son to you, or a daughter, or a person that is of youth, that could be one thing, or it could just be someone of the air signs brings you information, and this helps you along the way. I'm getting good vibes out of this page. If not, then leave me some comments below. If they're an issue in your life, if they're having problems and you're having to help them and support them or deal with them, let me know. They could be part of this generational. One more card. The King of Rods. Okay. Well, the King of Rods is another court card. Very interesting reading, Taurus. This is a fire sign. This is a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, man or woman. The King has mastered his life force, his passions. He's worked hard through life, and he's very creative. He's an inventor. He's inventive. He's, like I said, he has a passion for life. He may be in the arts, but he's very, this one is more practical. Let me take that back. This one's more creative. This one's more intellectual, air, passion, and they're facing each other. So I feel like it's not really so much as a fight, although some of you might say, well, you know what? Yes, it is. I have something that's something, and they're arguing and yada, yada. That may be the case, but they also may be working together since they're facing each other. All right, so that's interesting how these court cards are coming up in your spread. So Taurus, let me know how this works for you. Let me know who these people are. I'm going to pull one more card for a resolution card. And what's interesting, I haven't done this in any other signs, but I want to pull from the other deck. I just have a feeling I need to do that for you guys. These cards are very grounding. And okay, so what's the resolution for the Page of Swords and the King of Rods? The High Priest. All right, the same as the Hierophant. This card has to do with new ways of learning, new ways of teaching, new spiritual teachings, new a learning school, like when the Fool's on his way and he starts to manifest. Eventually he goes to school and he manifests some really magical moments in life. So I feel like since this is a positive card, it's a major arcana card, it's these two coming together. There's some teachings to be had from these two, maybe with one another. Since this is a page and this is a king, he might be learning from him. But this is a wise guy. This is wisdom out the gazoo. So there could be a lot of underlying spiritual wisdom, teachings that come up for you, learning, just saying new things, and these people are involved. Okay? All right, so I'm going to pull these cards back. And I'm going to count the cards. Let's see how this comes up. Well, it's 10, 11, and 10 is 21. 2 and 1 is 3. 3 in numerology has to do with expression. Expressing yourself and staying positive while doing so. And I love what this card represents. In the major arcana cards, this is the universe or the world tree, is what this deck calls it. But it's normally the universe card, and the universe card comes when it's the end of one era and the beginning of a new one. A one of joy. This is not an era of, oh, well, so much work to, well, yeah, you will have work to do, but it's hope, it's optimism, where you will see your objectives obtained and good conclusions, advancement, as above, so below.